If you run Infor SyteLine or CSI, you know the drill. The business wants a fresh copy of production to test on, and refreshing it safely is a slow, nerve-wracking job. In the next few minutes, I'll show you how SandBoxer automates the whole thing in a clean, modern interface. It discovers your environment, only ever reads from production, locks the new sandbox down so it cannot reach a real customer or gateway, preserves your customizations, and hands you a working, isolated sandbox automatically. Let's get into it. A production copy isn't a sandbox until it's been defanged. Out of the box, it still has your real email server, your live payment and tax credentials, your EDI and document hooks, all pointed at production. Miss one and your test environment does something very real, and every manual refresh risks clobbering the customizations your team has built. SandBoxer makes every one of those problems disappear the same way every time. First, setting it up. Here's the new SandBoxer. Everything lives in one window now, with a simple list of settings down the side and a search box to jump straight to any of them. It's clean, it's guided, and if you like the old layout, classic mode is one click away. But you may never need it. This is the part people fall in love with. Instead of hand-filling a config, you point SandBoxer at two servers, your production source and your test destination, and click Auto Configure. It connects, finds the SyteLine database, figures out whether you're all in one or split across multiple databases, and fills in the entire job. And every one of these tools only reads. It never writes to your production environment. Your production system is your source of truth, and SandBoxer only ever reads from it. It restores from a backup and never writes a thing back to your live system. If your two servers cannot see each other, it'll even restore straight from a backup file you pointed at. The destination is your sandbox, where the safe copy lands. Everything here was auto-detected, but you're always in control. Every value is right there to review or override before anything runs. Part 2, locking it down. Now the important part, keeping the sandbox safe. Email gets redirected, so the refresh sandbox cannot message a real customer. The credit card interface is stripped of its live credentials. Tax, Avalara, or Vertex is pointed away from production. EDI trading partner hooks are disabled, and DocTrack document links are rewritten so they do not reach your live document store. And it keeps going. APS planning, the configurator, PLM, inventory parameters, link servers, anything in the copy that still points at production gets found and repointed. You don't have to remember any of it. SandBoxer does every single time. If you run SureShip, SandBoxer protects it too, so your sandbox cannot print a real label or ship against a live carrier account. And it handles the shop floor. Factory track, Fact Track, and Shop Track all get repointed to the sandbox, so a test transaction never lands on your live system. Part 3, your work and your records. A refresh should not cost you your customizations, so SandBoxer preserves them. DevSync detects what your team has changed, forms, IDOs, reports, and shows you exactly what it found. You review it side by side, keep what you want, and preserve it straight through the refresh. Nothing gets clobbered, and nothing touches your live source. It all works from a safe copy. You can even export your customizations to a clean, organized folder and push them straight to GitHub. A real backup of your team's work, versioned and safe. When you're ready, generate the job and run it. SandBoxer restores the backup, applies every reconfiguration and safety change, preserves your customizations, and hands you a working sandbox start to finish. Prefer to script it? One click gives you a ready-to-run command line, and it remembers. Run history logs every refresh with its timing and stats, so you've always got a record of what ran and when. Better yet, don't run it at all. Schedule it nightly, weekly, or the second Saturday of the month, and SandBoxer refreshes your sandbox on its own while you sleep. Save your jobs once and reload them in a click, and your standard refresh becomes a one-button routine. Set it up on one machine and transfer the whole configuration to another in a couple of clicks. And if you ever get stuck, help is built right in. The simple source assistant answers your SandBoxer questions on the spot, setup, refreshes, DevSync, scheduling right inside the app. That is SandBoxer. Point it at 2 servers and it builds the job. It only ever reads from production, never writing back, and it locks the sandbox down so it cannot reach a real customer or a live system. It preserves your customizations, backs them up, schedules itself, and logs every run. Stop spending a day on a risky manual refresh and start trusting the one that does it for you. Visit SimpleSourceERP.com to see it on your own environment.